Odaiba is futuristic. Many people come here to see the Gundam statue or go to the National Museum of Emerging Science and Innovation. I went to the Science Museum, and when I walked out of the museum, it was raining. I walked outside for a few minutes and went into the next building that I saw. When I opened the door, I was suddenly transported to Italy. It was a shopping mall called Venus Fort, and I had fun exploring all the small hallways and hidden connections. Harajuku is fun and cute. Many people come here to shop on Takeshita-dori in the fashionable shops and take pictures of the Instagram-worthy snacks. I followed Takeshita-dori across the first major street and found a more relaxed place. I was looking for Bunbogu Cafe. Bunbogu means stationery or writing tools in Japanese. But before I found the cafe, I stumbled upon Design Festa Gallery. It's a small gallery for beginning artists. Eventually, I found Bunbogu Cafe. Enter beside the 7-Eleven and go down the stairs. Get a cute latte. Buy a key to the many drawers in the tables, and you might find my silly drawings. Back to the major street I crossed at the start of my journey. I've seen those escalators many times, but where do they go? At the very top, I found a Starbucks with a rooftop park. You can see all of Harajuku from here. Yurakucho is a small area near Ginza. Ginza is famous for expensive shopping. Yurakucho is full of treasures that are a little less expensive. In Yurakucho, I saw many small restaurants that are built under the railway tracks. Then I wandered through the International Forum walkway. I also found a mall called Kotsu Kaikan. It has shops where you can buy souvenirs from many different prefectures in Japan. Some prefectures don't have shops in Yurakucho, so I went to Ginza. Between the expensive shops, I found the Ishikawa souvenir shop. I stopped for lunch at a cafe across from a famous department store. I watched people cross the intersection between the cafe and the department store. It's like a small Shibuya crossing. Roppongi is international and popular for nightlife. I like to visit the group of 3 art museums. I always go to 2121 Design Site, which is a small gallery owned by my favorite Japanese fashion designer, Issey Miyake. I've been there several times, and the exhibits are always very interesting. After I visited this gallery, I walked to the National Art Center. Then I wandered through many small streets to the Mori Art Museum. I could have walked along the main road from Midtown, but Google Maps showed me a way through the side streets. I think I got lost a few times, but found many interesting shops and signs along the way. Many people think Daikanyama is full of expensive shops, but there are many surprises between the boutiques. Public art is around every corner. And there are parks to walk through. Kichijoji, the best part of all of Japan, as my favorite YouTubers Simon and Martina call it. Most people go here to visit the Ghibli Museum. It's so popular that I have never been able to get a ticket. I've tried everything and it's always sold out. Someday I'll get there. The museum is in Inokashira Park, which is very close to the train station. I went during cherry blossom season and rented a swan boat to pedal around the lake. The trees were starting to shed their blossoms, and the lake was covered with petals. I love wandering around the shopping streets near the station. I tried menchikatsu at Sato Food Shop. I also went into Harmonica Alley, which is a section of the shopping street with tightly packed small restaurants. I randomly chose one. First, I had some yakitori, or chicken skewers. Then I decided to be more adventurous and try the special, which I couldn't read and couldn't find in my dictionary app. I really had no idea what I was getting. It was a soup or stew, and it was very yummy. Jiyugaoka is a small neighborhood, and most tourists don't go here. But there are many things that I had read about on the internet, and I wanted to find. I walked up the grand staircase of Sweets Forest, through the doors, and into a magical land of desserts. There were so many cute sweets, I couldn't decide what to try first. Luckily, everything was small and not too sweet, so I could try many desserts. One dessert that is very popular in Japan is Mont Blanc. It's an Italian dessert made from chestnut cream, and the first shop to make it in Japan is in Jiyugaoka. After I went to Sweets Forest, I walked down the road. There were many brand name shops, but also some interesting decorations and local shops along the way. I also found a late blooming cherry tree. At that time, most of the cherry trees had lost their flowers, but this one was in full bloom. On the other side of the station, I searched for La Vita, a neighborhood that was built to look like Italy. I think Japanese people really love Italy. Mount Takao. Is this Tokyo? Hard to believe. Many people come here to get away from the crowded city and breathe fresh air in nature. It's a very steep climb on the bottom half of the mountain. Most people take the chairlift to the halfway point, but I walked up. With many breaks. Oh well. I saw forest that was not cluttered with touristy things. But I was glad for the vending machine at the top of the chairlift. On a clear day, you can see Mount Fuji, but it was hazy summer and she was being her usual shy self. There are many treats to try on the top half of the mountain. I tried mitarashi dango and zaru soba. Both were very refreshing on a hot July day.